Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today it is another portion of my special vendor wax melt series when it comes to small vendors in the wax community. Before we get started, definitely give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and definitely subscribe down below if you haven't already. If you're just a person who stops by every once in a while, I notice you, there's like 30% of you who watch my videos. You're not subscribed. I would absolutely love for you guys to subscribe and be part of this wax family. So today it's all about Rainbow Melts, which is one of my top vendors. If you've been following my channel anytime at all, you guys know this about me. I love Rainbow Melts. Like many of the vendors that I continue to purchase from, and they have great selection on scent combinations. The throw is amazing, and above all else, less is more. And I really mean that when I say that. When I do say that, you hear me talk about it. If you're new to the wax melting game, really less is more just means that if you have warmers throughout your home, if you have a shape, say like in this size here, and we will talk about this in a bit, cut it up into smaller pieces and see how much of a throw you get when this hits the heat. You probably don't even need a quarter of this. It kind of depends on your space, whether you have air conditioning, your preferences on how strong you like your wax and things like that. Let's get started on who the founder is. The founder of Rainbow Melts is Crystal Grenier, and she founded this company that she does in her house. I just messaged her actually. She said it was August of 2013. So that's kind of cool. She's been in business for quite some time, and she was a wax lover just like the rest of us. And that's why she kind of sparked an interest in like, well, I love melting all of this stuff from others. I think I can give my own try on how I could create my own wax and my own business. So I think that's amazing. Crystal and Rainbow Melts are out of Madisonville, Kentucky. So we have a few from Kentucky, which is really interesting. If you look at all the different vendors and map them out on like the US, most of it's the US, but map them out in the US, you're like, they're in very similar states. It's very interesting, or very close together anyway. So as I mentioned earlier, they have a super huge scent list when it comes to Rainbow Melts and all the combos that you can do, the sizes and so on. But like many vendors, they have gone through quite a few changes on how they restock and how we order as customers. Again, I will stress this again, the best place for Rainbow Melts for you guys to take a look, to see what they have available ahead of time, is always going to be her Facebook page. Of course, I will have all the information down below. All of Rainbow Melts wax is hand poured and paraffin soy blends. So very cool. It's very interesting to find out which blends that each vendor has been doing. Sometimes I'm able to find the info and sometimes I'm not. Because Crystal has changed the way and style of how she sells her wax, and most recently she has turned to ready to ship, which is fine, which means that when she'll have an opening, she'll let us know what's available. We don't know how much is available until opening. So you got to go to opening if you want your stuff first, kind of a Hunger Games style. Generally vendors are pretty good about these kinds of things, and they'll make quite a bit of, like, especially the most popular. And they'll either come in scent shots or shapes. And so it depends on the size that she offers, even in the shape, anywhere between 2 ounces and 3 ounces. Which can run you anywhere between $3 and $4 a shape. So it really just depends on the size. Now, she used to do customs. I'm on the customs list, but I don't know how far down on the list I am, but I don't think she's been doing customs as much lately. She was kind of doing that to kind of fill in like between the gaps, but there hasn't been too many gaps. She's a busy lady. But you can get customs like this. These are 3 different ones, but in a customs order, you can order 2 of the same scent. Mine's been broken because I've dumped water all over the floor. Excuse me for one moment. Okay, now that I just cleaned that up, thank goodness it was just water, but I basically just dumped my water off the table and onto the floor. As I was saying, customs would come in either a loaf, or you got to choose like a scent, and you got 2 of these big breakaway type bars in each, in one scent. But I don't know how much because it's not on her website. A lot of the ways she used to do her ordering, I can't tell the cost because it's not there and available for me to see. If you guys have any questions for Crystal, definitely give her a message on her email, for her work email, which I will list down below. Or just go on a Facebook page and just put a question up there. I'm sure someone will answer for you as well. Also with Crystal, the way I kind of got to really know Rainbow Melts was through her samplers. And I will say, of all of the vendors that I have purchased from, messaged on the side or anything like that, Crystal was always the most like awesome. Like she always messaged me back. She has listened to the customers. In fact, these 3 here, and I'm going to show you something else down the road. These 3 here are in scents that you guys picked, that we all discussed on a live video when I was with Ramona, and I'll link Ramona's channel down below. We were in Texas. I would visit Ramona in Texas when she lived there. And, you know, we went live and you guys had some amazing blend ideas, of which Crystal put a poll and you guys voted. How awesome you guys got to vote for these. So we will discuss what these are down the road. I don't know if they're available right now. I don't think so. I really enjoyed purchasing. Most of my wax from Crystal are samplers. I love samplers. I remember there's a lemonade. You're gonna see a bunch of themes, like everything mixed with lemonade or things with lavender, or what was that? Fizzy soda. Like, it's just awesome. And in fact, I just purchased a Santa sampler. So it should be shipping around mid-November. So I'm super excited about that. I just love it. It's so funny because with Crystal, I love the mixture. I love the mystery. And she does do mystery bags as well. And that she does normally have on her website. I think she's sold out right now, but she may have some. She always puts it up on her Facebook group saying, oh, I've made 5 mystery boxes. Everyone wants whoever's first to get there, you pay for it. I think it's about $30 US ship. When it comes to shipping, she does, of course, ship anywhere in the United States. She does ship to Canada, but generally her samplers, for example, like I mentioned, let's say the Santa sampler, the one that I purchased, that I know it's coming in November. There was a price tag on that Santa sampler, and I want to say it was about $30, $35. If you're in the US, that includes your shipping, but if you're in Canada, you will be charged extra for shipping, whatever the difference would be, because of course it costs more to ship internationally. Unfortunately, she does not ship anywhere else outside of the continental USA as well as Canada. But again, if you're from the UK or anywhere else in the world and you do hire a shipping service, then you can have them ship to that service in the US, and then your shipping company would send it to you. As I'm filming this, there is a ready to ship that will be happening mid-November. I want to say it's the 19th of November. So that is definitely something to look out for. And so she'll always list what's going to be available. TAT, or turnaround time, right now, as it states, is 10 to 14 business days. So it's really important, again, if you have issues with turnaround time or what have you, contact the vendor on the webs or on her email, or, you know, any vendor, it doesn't matter who it is. When you order from Crystal, you always get samples. And I remember back in the day, I used to get samples and a little candy, and I don't know if that happens anymore, but I definitely get some samples, and I love samples. And you get probably about 2 or 3 little shapes. Generally, it's something that's coming up, which is also nice. Like I said before, many times before, it's always in the vendor's best interest to send us samples about things to come, because that'll get us excited and we'll probably buy more. At least that normally happens for me. Cannot stress this enough. On each video, 2-3 times per video, you need to follow social media at some point. I'll have all of the social media down below that I know of. Following on Facebook, on Instagram. She's most active on Facebook, and the people, like the group, is very active there too. There's quite a few. I want to say like 3,000 or 4,000 people, I think, that are on that page. So they're very active. If you have questions, people are very good at helping each other out as well. And let's dive into this. I have a lot. Well, I have quite a bit. Yeah, no, I have a lot. All right, you guys, so here we go. We have quite a few different things going on right here. As I already mentioned, I absolutely love Rainbow Melts, and is a top vendor of mine, and I always say less is more. And again, my favorite way of purchasing from her, because I like a little bit of element of surprise, are either mystery boxes, which I haven't done in a while, but samplers. I know what's in the samplers, but they're all sorts of different things and I don't pick them. So it's kind of cool to see what the creator picks for us. So let's first talk about these bars. As I mentioned, normally this comes in 2 per package, and mine are a little broken. That's totally fine. As I was mentioning earlier, Crystal watched one of our live videos with Ramona, and again, I'll put Ramona's information down below. We just sort of chat about different blends we just don't see other vendors doing, and and there was a lot of interest, and so from that we were writing things down, send them to Crystal, and she said, let me work on it. And so she came up with a poll, asked the people, and they came up with their answer. And the reason why I have it in this is Ramona gave me this. So there is Texas Road Trippin', which was Cookie Heaven Lavender and Earl Grey Tea. That was a blend you guys all picked. And then this is Kim and Ramona's Excellent Adventure, which is coffee cranberry tres leches cake. Gorgeous. And they're so different from one another as well. And then we have Texas Triangle, which is Texas blue bonnets and vanilla and lavender. And again, that's wonderful. They were actually given to everybody originally in these little iced cookies. And I don't want to take them out of their package because this is the one that I want to keep forever. I don't know if she sells this on her site anymore. I don't think so. Again, though, I guess if on the Facebook page it becomes popular enough, she may do it again. I'm not sure. Or she may not. This could have been just I think she restocked once for sure. And of course, if you do get on the customs list and can do it like a bar like this or a loaf, then maybe you can do it that way. Okay, and then one of my absolute favorite ways to stock up on coffee samplers from any vendor, but in particular with, of course, Rainbow Melts. I love her coffee samplers. If she allows it, I buy 2 each time that she brings them out because I love them. So I'm going to show you guys what I have here as far as coffee samplers, and there are some of them have doubles because I haven't used the other ones yet. So I have 2 of these coffee bars, and they're like in a shape that Homer Simpson would be proud. It's a donut shape. This is described as espresso, butterscotch, and bourbon. And let me tell you, if from a person who loves coffee to come first before like all the other blends, I'm telling you, if you like that, you'll love these samplers. I really hope she brings out another sampler. I actually gave her an idea of another kind of sampler, but we'll sort of see how that goes. I'm not sure. But you know, very interesting. If it doesn't hurt to suggest things to vendors, and whether they take your advice or not is up to them, really. It's their company. So then we have Kick by Rainbow Melts. This is strong black coffee and Palo Santo with vanilla cream. I'm not a big Palo Santo fan, but I do like me some black coffee and I do like me some vanilla cream. So I do have 2 of these. It's in the shape of a rainbow, a couple ounces each. You can definitely get tons of melts out of that. And oh, I should say too, that when you order a sampler, like the coffee sampler, it comes in these nice little sachets, little bags, and she'll tighten them all up with a little card inside. And then on the other side, yeah, it's super cute. The presentation is wonderful. 2, I have again 2 of these. This is one of my favorites. This is what it's called. This is OCD. This is a mixture of espresso, caramel coffee, vanilla hazelnut, and Starbucks. And they're like in this little cup, like a latte look. It's super cute. And again, you can get a crap ton of melts out of this. Another item I have a couple different shapes for. Oh, and another thing I should say about Rainbow Melts, one thing I will say, and there's not very many vendors that do it. I thank Crystal so much for doing this. She puts, of course, her company's name on here. She puts the name of the wax, and then she puts the send note description and the pour date on here. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Back to the regular scheduled program. Both of these are in blackout, and like I said, they're strong black coffee, blackberry butter jam cookies, gorgeous gourmand coffee. Yum. The next few, I just have one of each. Well, there's actually 2 melts in this one, but you can split this in half. There's actually like 4 melts at least when you cut these. This is cowboy coffee and black coffee and campfire marshmallow. Yeah. Yeah. This is But First coffee, Starbucks coffee, cinnamon toast crunch cereal. 2 shapes in that as well. You can probably split each shape in half as well. Coffee Market, coffee and sweet bakery, cookies and cupcakes. And that is in a very nice, generous sized rainbow. Java Heaven, and this is described as black coffee, whipped cream, and Cookie Heaven. Cookie Heaven samplers are also very good. They're very, very good. Trust me. Take a Break. Espresso, fresh baked blueberry muffins. I'm not a big blueberry fan, hence why it's probably still in my stash. But anyway, like again, I like almost everything. I'm okay. I'll just gift things to people, you know, that kind of thing if I don't like it. Cowboy coffee, black coffee, and campfire marshmallow. These are cute little espresso beans. Again, each bean can be melted or cut, sorry, in half. I have some of my older wax melts for the holiday season. So I am a seasonal melter. So I kind of tend to melt these types of things for like November, December. So I've saved them. One of her top scents is Red Nose. And this is tart cranberries and glowing ginger ale. And there's 2 little stars in here, which again, each of them could be cut in half easily. Fantastic scent. There is also one of her top selling scents, and it's very, very good. Highly recommend. Merry Mistletoe, Sweet Berries and Mistletoe. And there are 2 shapes in here. There's a better design on the other side. Naughty or Nice, Pine and Sugar Cookie with Buttercream. Yeah, that is very nice. It's a little Santa face. It's huge. Again, you can probably chop this into 4 pieces. And the last of the like kind of Christmassy or holiday season ones is Yuletide. And this is cool. This isn't a Christmas tree shape. Palo Santo Christmas tree and fireside. So that is that. And you can again cut it in many different sizes for yourself. So then let's start talking about what I was mentioning earlier about samplers. So I have 2 sets of these little shapes here. So she still does these. And this tends to be either this or the actual shapes that you saw earlier are what she does for her samplers. Now I'm finding a lot of vendors are not doing, they're kind of doing away with these because I think they're harder to come by this particular container, or they're more expensive or something. But let's start with this one over here first. This is from what's left over. I bought 2. When I ordered this particular sampler, I ordered 2. Also, when I ordered this particular sample or sampler, I ordered 2 of those. But this one, let's just talk. This is the lemonade sampler, what's left of it. So I've used quite a bit of it, but I'm going to use I'm going to save a lot of this for next summer. So again, lovely to have the scent note descriptions, the name and the pour date in here. So this is lemonade and raspberry lilac, just as it states. Then we have lemonade and sugar cookie royale. Again, they're very self-explanatory. Lemonade and copper tone. This is really nice in the summer. I melted that last summer as well. Honey lavender and lemonade, very popular. There's a couple candles out there from companies that are very similar. Lemonade and Gain, also a very great scent. Love the laundry. And key lime pie and lemonade. So again, this wasn't all of them in the sampler, but this is what I had left. I used quite a bit up for summer of 2021. So let's go on to the other kind of sampler. And this one was the Fizzy Pop sampler. And I love anything Fizzy Pop. And for those of you who are kind of like, well, what's Fizzy Pop? It's kind of like ginger ale or Sprite 7-Up. So it's got a lemon lime kind of scent to it and almost gives that effervescence feel to it when you're melting it. I know it's very strange and it's hard to do because I know some vendors try and it doesn't work out, but I do really enjoy the Fizzy Pop samplers again from Crystal. So let's just show you what we have here. So we have So Lushy Fizzy Pop. Then we have lemongrass green tea and Fizzy Pop. And you don't, when you buy the samplers, again, you don't have a choice on what you're going to get. You know what's going to come in. She'll give you the list of the blends. This is Pina Colada and Fizzy Pop, also very nice. This is Sea Mist Lavender and Fizzy Pop. Then we have Fruit Punch Candy and Fizzy Pop. Ooh, Sweet Tooth. That one would be good. And then Strawberry Kiwi Fizzy Pop. And again, I did order 2 of each of these samplers. And again, I've melted a lot of them. So this is what I'm saving for the summer. And the last thing I've got are all the things in my current melting basket right now because they're all very autumn or autumnal. And I did order them. Their pour dates are 2020. I got them last year as a pumpkin sampler. So I definitely want to put them in for like October, November kind of thing. So they're all in shapes of some sort of pumpkin or, well, one of them's not in pumpkin, but most of them are in pumpkins. This is pumpkin and dark berries and apple cider. So exactly how it states right there. Then we have this one in this like sunburst shape in Lord of Misrule, Marshmallow and Cookie Heaven. Lord of Misrule is a lush type where it has a lot of pepper and patchouli in it. Pumpkin ivory woods and smoked vanilla, also delicious. Then we have pumpkin tobacco caramel. Pumpkin frosted animal cookies. The smell of animal cookies is so good. It makes me so hungry. Then we have pumpkin hotcakes, which is, of course, sweet pumpkin and maple glazed hotcakes. Pumpkin coconut bread, sweet pumpkin and coconut and sweet Amish bread. Pumpkin caramel crunch cookies, gooey caramel crunchy pumpkin cookies. And the last item I have here to share with you is pumpkin and boardwalk marshmallow clouds. So I think it's like summer boardwalk. So that's everything, you guys. I'm never going to be perfect at these videos. I just want to give you kind of a rundown on kind of the company real quickly, where to find them. Any questions, definitely leave them down below. I would love to do a chopping video for you guys, so let me know if that's what you'd want and any questions you guys might want to ask me. I will answer for you during that time. And yeah, that is everything. Again, is a top vendor of mine. I will always order from Rainbow Melts as long as they continue to create wax. Crystal is great at listening to her customers. Yes, there's been some little bits of issues when it comes to shipping, but here in Canada, I'm so used to waiting and waiting and waiting anyway. So I guess I just don't notice it as much. I'm not living in the US and getting my shipping within 3 days. It's more like 2 weeks to get it from here, from there to here. But that's not her fault. That's the Canada Post and the customs people. And also, if you're Canadian ordering from Rainbow Melts, I can't guarantee you won't get dinged with customs. It's a crapshoot. If you're from anywhere outside of North America, if you hire a shipping service, that's going to be up to you. And of course, as long as that shipping service is in the US or Canada, I guess, Crystal can send it to that area. And of course, because you've hired this company, they should be sending it from their warehouse to you. So that's everything, you guys. Again, if you have any questions that you still want answered, definitely leave them down below. I will hope to answer them. If not, I can only guide you to the Facebook page as well. As always, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.